together at last. Okay, friends, it's New Year's Eve. I have to tell you, full disclosure, Santa gave me COVID for Christmas this year. So my New Year's Eve plans that I had are kind of for tonight. I had big plans for tonight. This is my party. So I can no longer go out and do that party. So this is my everything New Year's Eve, and I put on my fancy jewelry. I actually put on some makeup today for the first day of 5 days. I'm feeling pretty good. The problem is I already sucked down my first glass of water. So, but I feel good. And I'm excited to be feeling good after a rough week. I'm happy to be here with you to celebrate the new year. Um, and thank you all for joining. Wow, we are at the party. Okay, so this is our um, 2023 celebration, 2024 welcome to the new year party. For those of you who maybe the thought of doing some smart goals is not super inspiring, you know, I will do them. They're great to do, but maybe not the fun factor that you were hoping for. So if smart goals are not your thing for New Year's Eve, if resolutions are not your vibe, if maybe you've done the vision board, but it takes some time to do a vision board. It can be kind of a pretty big mess, and the truth is there's a better way, and I will share with you that process today. It's a connection party here in the What Fun Club, and I am so excited you're here. Um, so this is a great chance to reflect. End of the year, where do you want to go? What's 2024 got in store for you? Where are you headed? Are you excited? What do you want? That's our big question in the What About Club. Um, the process I'm going to share with you, I know some of you have done this before. It's super fun. What I love about it is it gives you some of the clarity that you'll get doing SMART goals. I like to do this before I get specific. Once I get all linear upgrade, specific dates, specific times, that's kind of like a whole different energy. And I like to start by setting my intention in a way where I'm really feeling good. So this process I'm going to share with you is intended to be fun, to be light, to be playful, and to feel good because that is where your power is, that's where your creative power is, and that's where this new year, if you want to create something amazing this new year, it should feel good first and foremost. I know once I sat down, it's a great process, great tool, but I sat down, wrote down 101 goals, my SMART goals, specific, measurable, all the different things, and it took a long time. And at the end, when I would read that list, I know it's a great tool, and a lot of it won't happen. So I'm saying don't read the goals. I'm saying 111 would be more than 80 unless you really are really into it. If it feels good, you're having fun, that's one thing. But if it feels like you look at that list, and this is what happened for me early in my goal setting days, I would look at that list, and all I would see are all the things that I had to do, all the things that I hadn't done yet. And I would look at that list, and I would feel so overwhelmed by the dream. And if you're looking at your goals, or you're looking at your resolutions, or you're looking at your vision board, and it feels like a ginormous, overwhelming to-do list, then here's some good news. There is another way, and it is fun, and it is frolicky, and we're going to do it today. So, yes, yes, yes. Tara's on day 3 of COVID too. On day 5, sister. This is my big 2024 event, so I'm glad you're here as well. Excited to have Diana Kennedy in the house. Love having fun. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so that's where we're heading. This process. I'm going to tell you a little bit about where it came from and how it works. But first, I'm going to give you a chance. If you haven't already, I want to give you a chance to assemble a few basic supplies. Okay, so what do you need for this? Really, you can do this process. All you need is pencil and paper. Simple as that. Okay, so anybody can do that. I'm going to recommend markers. Lovely sound of markers. Yes. Okay, so I have my I'm using my I got one of these like value packs at Walmart, and I got 120 of these in here. And I've got a lot of them this year because I use the process a lot. I'll share with you different ways you can use this in addition to But I also have paper. If you have a blank piece of paper, that's fine. For those of you in the WhatsApp community, you should have gotten an email from me this afternoon with a download to our Doodle template. So I'm going to give you a second. Don't worry about this if you don't have it. Not a big deal at all. It was kind of like this. You can, if you didn't get an email, it's also in our the What Up Club. You can click on the download, check that out. Uh, that is a useful tool. You have to use that. Some of you may have, oh, this is what I have. This is my original Doodle Up book. And I actually, I kind of got a head start on you today, but I actually am using my very last Doodle Up template for my book today. So I'm like, oh, time for Doodle Up for the new year. I'm excited about that. Okay. All right. How we feeling? How we feeling? Okay, so you grab your markers or your gel pens. You know those little fancy sparkly gel pens? Those work really well if you get something smaller. Sometimes I'll get like a big poster board. And so I've got my, for that, I have my Mr. Sketchies, which are the greatest marker ever, and they smell super good. So I always have some of those handy. But if you don't have markers, not a big deal. Just use what you've got. The other thing you need is paper. And the most important thing is a wonderful, sparkly, relaxing, high vibing place to create. So I know for those of you, here's where we're going with this. So I'm going to be sharing the process with you. We're going to walk through it together. Um, I'm going to tell you how to use it, kind of let you go on your own, get to do some work on your vision. For those of you that are watching on the YouTube stream, I'm going to end the YouTube stream, and then we're going to head into the WhatsApp club, and we're just going to this as a connection event so we can connect and share. And then once your vision complete, we want to hear from you. So I'll walk you through all of that. What you need first is your supplies: pen, paper, colors, 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 ideally. All right, you good? Then create your space. If you want to light a candle, I have this. Look at this. Look at this beautiful candle. Joyce, Joyce in support sent me this gorgeous candle. I need to light this. I'm gonna light my candle. I also have some glorious essential oils. And thank you to Minda from the What If Up Club. She has been like stocking me up with peppermint and orange citrus, little vitality. So tell me what you're doing. Describe your space. What are you creating? I brought the fern pen. I brought some plants in here. Green up my space a little bit. What else can you do? Play some music in the background. I'm not going to play some music because I don't want to get a YouTube ding on that. But, bring the vibe that you want. Maybe you want to do something that's relaxing and meditative. Maybe you want to do something that's really upbeat. I recommend that you put on some music. Make sure it does not have lyrics because you don't want those words to be what your imagination is wanting to be creating. Got it? Give yourself some flowers. What else could you do? Create your space. Have some fun with it. All right. Janet's in the house. Hooray! I have my Doodle Up book committed to using in 2024. Fantastic. Diana has an amethyst rock, a great view of sunny Tallahassee, Florida. That sounds delightful. Tara has a happy light on. Well, I've never known you without a happy light on. So that's how I see you in my mind's eye. I love that you're doing that. In fact, I'm here by the windows. It's been snowing outside a little bit, so I've got a lovely view and beautiful space, quiet space. Um, so we're here. We're ready. Let's do this. I want to give you a little time. So no, I'm just gonna do that. I feel like we need to ground. Let's ground and get centered first, and then I'll give you a little more time so you can kind of shuffle around. Get yourself a cup of tea. I have my green drink that I sucked down today. I have my emergency vitamin C. Crazy, suck that down. I'm gonna have to go find my water. Here we go. Because I am feeling good. I got my What If Upper water bottle. Yes, where is it? What If Upper water bottle? So I'm ready. See how much I can drink in 1 hour Huh? How about that? Christmas tree lights on. Alrighty, that sounds lovely. Took her mercy this morning. Feeling good. We need that vitamin C. All right. So I invite you, settle in, take a breath. I am so grateful to be able to take a deep breath. Let's do it again. Nice and deep breath. Deep breath in. Let it go. And one more deep breath in. We gather here on the eve of a new year, and we come together with an intention to open our minds, our imagination, to all the good that this year can hold for us, to open our hearts to all that we have to give, to all the ways that we have to serve in the year ahead. We come together celebrating this connection, feeling that we have this amazing community in the What If Club where we can come together and it's a positive place, it's a supportive place, an encouraging place. And for this resource, we are grateful for all of the wins, the challenges, the journey that was 2023. We come here at this moment grateful, loving what is, loving all that we accomplished, loving all that we didn't, loving all that is left undone for us to play with and sculpt in the year ahead. And so, if there is any judgment, if there is any regret, let us take this moment to set it aside, to breathe out, to let it go, to fully feel the self love of the journey that we've been on. To love yourselves for where we've been, for what we've done, and it is all good. From this knowing, from this consciousness, we are present to what is ours to create in the year ahead. And so we open our mind, we open our imagination, we open our heart, we open to our wisdom. We step into enthusiasm and zeal as we take inspired action into this new year. And we let go of all attachments, creating for the sheer joy of creating, not creating with any uh, feeling like those things that we want to create are not required for us to know joy. They are not required for us to be happy. We let go of any attachment to thinking that the things that we manifest in our life have anything to do with who we are as spiritual beings, as conscious beings here in a creative, playful space. And so we breathe this in knowing. We breathe into a moment of silence. And in the silence, we allow ourselves to be present to this present moment in the silence. And as we step into this journey, we give thanks not only for the ability to create this new year, but for the ability and the privilege and the joy of creating a community, knowing that you're not alone in this. So if you are watching this, maybe you're on YouTube and you're like, I know that I can do this on my own. I know that it would be a lot more fun, a lot easier to do this in community. You might need to join us at the What If Up Club. Go to whatifup.org, go to the whatifupclub.org, and you can find us and connect with the community here as well. And so let us embark in this journey. Now, we still are figuring your space a little bit, zhuzhing this a little bit, zhuzhing that a little bit. Go for it. I want to share with you as you're getting settled in, getting your paper, getting your markers, a little bit about what this process is that I'm going to be sharing with you, where it came from. So this process is going to be like crazy, simple fun. Like you could do this with a group of kindergartners and they would have a great time. which is always a good sign. Uh, and it actually comes from brain science. It comes from, for me, the way this developed was out of a process called mind mapping, which I, for several years, would teach to high school students, college students as a way to take notes in school, as a way to increase retention, as a way to use your whole brain as you are studying. It's a study skill and it's proven, and there's all kinds of brain research behind it. So if you want to learn more about mind mapping as a skill, you can Google that on YouTube. There's a billion videos about it that teach you how to do it. It's a powerful process. I taught it to students as a way of teaching them study skills. And um, and so over time, this is based on those principles. So the principles that make mind mapping work are what are part of what make this process so powerful. The thing that's different about mind mapping versus what we're going to do today is that mind mapping is about capturing information that you have already used. So, like if you were in a lecture, you can listen to it, jot down notes. It's a note-taking tool. It allows you to capture what already has been. What we're doing today is taking what hasn't been created yet, and visioning it. So it is a creative tool using what we know in brain-based learning. So I started using this with students. I found myself over time, because I knew how to mind map, every time New Year's Eve would roll around, I would create I call it a vision doodle. And essentially, it was a mind map, but it wasn't a mind map of something that I was learning. It was a mind map of something I was creating. And I was using all the principles that I knew about mind mapping. Over the years, it kind of morphed a little bit. It got a little more fun, because what I learned is that part of what makes this process work is that we're going to be using visual cues, colors, uh, creating things. We're actually going to be using aesthetic tools. We're going to be engaged, fully engaged, not just thinking about it, but actually using our hands and our paper and markers and having fun. And be able to use all of our senses. We're going to be able to use sound, words, things that engage us at every level of the brain. And that's one point. It's going to allow us to focus as a focusing tool on what you want in the future. So as mind mapping focuses on what you just learned, this is focusing on what you want in the future. So it's a great clarity tool, and I'm going to talk more about that in a little bit. And what else is great? Clarity tool. It's a great focusing tool. It's also a great tool for elevating the way you feel about setting your intentions and goals for 2024. So the whole idea of this, if you've got anything heavy on your mind and your heart, this is the time to shake it off. Like grab, do something silly, play with your dog, roll on the floor. I don't know, put on a dance party, spin around. I can't spin here. I like to spin around. Sometimes I just need to spin around in my chair. Do something to lighten your uh, your emotional state. Have fun. Get giddy. Get silly. Because the way you feel is your point of attraction. The way you think is what is the sculpture. It's like that's the blueprint. But the way you feel is really your point of attraction. So I can have my 101 goals, my SMART goals lined up. And if I look at that list and it overwhelms me, that list is not going to happen. But if I look at my list and I feel good and I feel excited, it is a whole different story. So this tool I'm going to share with you is a way of combining the power of your mind to focus and sculpt and shape your reality, and the power of your heart, your wisdom, your feelings to power that vision. Your heart powers that vision. Isn't that cool? All right. So that's where we're going. We're going to do a look together. How you feeling? Are you feeling giddy excited? Are you feeling sparkly? What are you doing to make it fun? All right, post in the chat. What are you doing to make it fun for you? Make it fun for you. Um, let's see. What else do I want to share? I want to share with you a few ways I've used this. Delighted to be here. Yay, Rita. I'm delighted you're here too. So I have to share, like as I mentioned to you, I used to use this for studying. I used to use this, I used to teach this to students as a way to prepare for tests. Over time, I decided I actually manifested my spouse this way. I created a mind map of my perfect relationship. So it was like a little vision board. It wasn't a vision board with pictures cut out, words cut out. It was something that I created from my imagination. Uh, I've used this with relationships. I've used this with my impact, social impact, growing a spiritual community. I literally I put my year, all the things I wanted in a year. And I remember growing our spiritual community out in Wimberley. And I had a sanctuary that was 150 people. That was my goal. And I literally created that vision. Every 120 doodles I created to fill up that sanctuary. And we did create that sanctuary, that full sanctuary. Um, More recently, I have used it with my doodle up process with the book. I use it all the time for everything. Anytime I want clarity, anytime I want to put something in front of myself to meditate on, I create a doodle for it. So I'm going to share with you how to do it, why to do it. Um, I'll also tell you I'm not an artist. So if anyone is thinking I'm not good at this, like doodling, not my thing, I'm not an artist, great. I'm not either. You don't have to be. It's not about being an artist. It is about having fun and being playful. So put your wake up your 5-year-old self that didn't worry about whether they were good at drawing or art or any of that. That 5-year-old self that just loves playing with colors. Bring that part of you to this process, and we'll have a ton of fun with it. Okay. So the other thing to share is this is different than a vision board, and in my opinion, works better than a vision board. I recently, my birthday, we went to a collaging party, and it was really fun. It was very artistic, and I actually went thinking, I'm gonna do a vision board. Like I haven't done a vision board in years. I'm gonna just go and instead of just doing a general collage, I'm gonna collage my vision for my birthday. And so I went, and it made me remember how much I love doodling instead of vision boards. The challenge with the vision board is that in order to create those pictures and those words, what I do is I gather all these magazines. You've probably done this. Post in the chat if you've done a vision board before, where you put out pictures, images, and words, and you put it together into a collage. And that's a great tool. I mean, it's fun. It's good. Um, but the challenge is you got to through a lot of things you don't want in order to get to the ones you do. Now, there's value in doing that. But to me, it feels like I'm creating based on a filter of whatever magazine happens to be in front of me. And what I love about the process we're going to do today is it's 100% your imagination. This is 100% coming from that higher part of you that knows that you've got an amazing year in store for you. So, yeah, okay, so you've done a lot of you've done the vision boards, and they're great. I still have some of my old ones, and it's really cool to see how they do. There is a lot of power in them, and they are fun. They are a fantasy tool. They are a lot of fun. This tool is quicker, it's cleaner, and it's 100% sourced from within you. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, you ready? Are you wrapped up? So what we're going to do is a meditation to help you sort of get in the mood. And as soon as you feel like you have the inspiration and you're ready to go, then go. All right. So I'm going to give you some tips and tools for the vision doodle. We call it Doodle Up here in our What About Club. I'm going to give you some of the how to, the left brain. Here's what makes it work. And then we're going to do a meditation. And then I'll talk you through it. If you feel like my voice is getting in the way of your imagination, feel free to mute me anytime and turn up the music and pop in as you're able to. So I want to share with you, here's the best practices. I'm going to share with you, here's how you can use this afterward for those of you on YouTube. And then we're going to go into just connection time and create that vision. At that time, I'll stop the YouTube stream, but we'll stay together here in the WhatsApp club. All right, here's what you need to know. You've got your, oh, so maybe you have a blank sheet of paper like this. Maybe you have your doodle up template. See, I got lots of, I print it kind of funky, but that's all right. So something that looks kind of like this. Um, and I'll share with you this part is as well too, for those of you who don't have the little prompts on it. So some things to know. I'm going to get started just so I can give you a little bit of a grounding in what we're creating. So this is our doodle for 2024. It's a chance to capture your vision of what you want to create. Some things to know about creating in terms of maximizing your brain capacity, whole brain doodle upping. Doodle upping. It's new for me. So some things to know. Your brain loves color. The more color you can pop in there, the better. I like to take, especially in my New Year's doodle, I will take similar themes. This is from my method. If I have a similar theme, I will color them a color theme. So, for instance, I have our What If a community is here in blue. My What If leadership team, love you all. You're over here in purple. My family is over here in orange, actually. Did this kind of accidentally because I had a different orange marker, but I feel like it's, my balance, my nature time, my spirituality. So I have that over here in orange as well. So you can think thematically. So maybe if you have some things around health and well-being, you might put all that in blue. If you have things around relationship, you might put that in red. So group your ideas by color, and that's going to help your brain organize it. It's also going to help you remember it's fun, it's playful. So color is great. I always begin with myself in the center because I don't know about you. I used to do vision boards where at the end of the vision board, it was like all these other people, and it didn't have me in it at all. So I like to put me in the center of my vision because you know I am the center of my universe, just like you're the center of your universe, right? It's infinite in every direction. So you are the center of your universe. Put yourself in the center of what you're creating. You're the center of your creative universe. Uh, so I use little stick figures. If some of you, I mean, I've seen some vision doodles from people who are incredibly artistic, and it's like a work of art. It doesn't happen very often, but you can do that if you want to. Most of the time, we just stick figure it. So it's fun for you. No one's gonna grade you on this. It doesn't matter what it looks like. You don't have to frame it. You can if you want to. I do because I love it. Because, me. So no one's here to critique your stick people. So that might be good news for some. So if any of that's in your head, you can just like throw that out the window. Color, put yourself in there. Whatever my theme is, or something that's gonna let me know like this is a vision doodle about New Year. Happy New Year. Um, I have just to give you some. I have images. So images of community, images of people, lots of people. Got my dog, kid, got my chicken, got my forest, got my nature walks, got um, my mushroom garden in the back for shiitake mushrooms, friends, nature beauty. So I have icons. Your brain likes pictures as much as you can. Pop some pictures in there. Your brain also likes words. So words can be, I'm very auditory, so I do a lot with words. So I have words like, here's an image, but what does that represent? It's community, it's connection, it's friendship, it's fun, it's joy, it's impact, it's leadership. I also am like doing thought bubbles, or this is my Happy New Year flag. So you might want to do thought bubbles. Like, what are you thinking? What are they thinking? Because that is an auditory um, stimulus, stimulus as well. What are some other ideas? I do things that feel good. I fairly active doodle that doesn't have a heart on it because I want to feel that doodle. It's like there's usually love and joy, and whatever that looks like. Maybe it's flowers and butterflies for you. For me, it tends to be hearts that have like little sparks light out. So you want to tap into the imagery unnecessary words or thought bubbles or what people are saying, that kind of thing as well. All right. So that's it. It's not super complicated, right? Lots of fun. So that's what we're going to do. And now, when we're done, I'm going to go into meditation. When we're finished, you're going to have a doodle. And I'm going to doodle some more on mine as well. I'm not done with mine. You're going to have a doodle. And what I'm going to invite you to do when you complete your doodle is to take a picture of it, click, click, pop it into our What If Up community. And that way we can support you in bringing that vision to life. And we can also what if up with it. That's our process, our tool for taking that, just like plussing it. What if this doodle you create, what if every single thing on it is just like easy, like butter, like it's so effortless and joyful that what if this year just unfolds in a way that is beautiful and exactly the way you imagined it? What if it all goes right? What if it all comes together? And what if it doesn't have to be hard? What if goal setting doesn't have to be a drudgery? What if you can have as much fun creating your year as you have creating the vision for your year? What if? So, when you're done, pop a picture into our community, the whatifclub.org. If you haven't joined yet, head over there and join. All right. The other thing to know is that once you're done, what I will encourage you to do, especially tomorrow, New Year's Day, meditate on this. Take some time. I have a little bulletin board, and I put my doodles on it. Not all of them, the ones that are present for me, I will put them up there and I will sit with them and meditate with them. Sometimes I find it just lets it sink in. It lets me feel as I'm stepping into my day. It lets me feel the way I felt as I was envisioning what I want the year to be. So it lets you re-access it. The other thing that happens sometimes, and this has happened with one of my doodles in particular, where I meditate on the vision doodle and it gives me clarity on what inspired actions to take and what inspired actions to stop taking. I had one mission doodle in particular. I did it when I was on vacation, and I was doodling life bonds and big pieces that I had, big projects that I had, and I put it into this very, very simple doodle that was around life balance. And I sat with that doodle for about a week before I realized that I had too much stuff on it. And I redid that doodle probably 3 times until I could look at it and it really felt balanced. I made some really big decisions in my life inspired by that vision doodle and the insights that came as I locked into what I wanted in terms of life balance. So today we're going to doodle 2024, the vision of what's yours to come, your what if it all goes right, best case scenario in your head. But know that you can use this tool for anything. You can doodle up a relationship, you can doodle up a business plan, you can doodle up a book, you can doodle up a what else? Vitality, health, life balance, spirituality, spiritual growth, personal growth. What else? What else have you all doodled up? If you go to the Doodle, if you get the Doodle book, by the way, those of you in the download, there's the QR code will take you there. If you're in the Doodle book actually starts with some of you on this call. Do I have them in here? Some of your examples. I think I've already put them out because I shared them with people. But there are examples in here so you can see how other people have used this as well. All right. Any questions, friends, before we go into our meditation and get started? I'm so excited to have you here live with me. This is so fun. And it's great to be live on YouTube as well. First time ever to be dual streaming to our One Book Club and also to those of you who are subscribers to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being part of this community and for sharing your journey with us, for trusting us with your most sacred, cherished dreams and hopes and intentions. We are here to provide a safe space for that. The What If Club is on a mission to spread hope, build connection, and inspire positive change. And we make these tools available freely through our nonprofit invitation. If you're watching this and you're like, this has been awesome, I would like to make a contribution. We would love to talk about that and thank you for it. So you can go to whatup.org for information, but there's also a donate button here in our community as well. Not required, but certainly is what makes this work possible. So grateful for all of you who are in our community, who are uh, members as well. Thank you for your support throughout the year. It's 4:44. All right, so let's ground. The number 4 is the number of Earth. It is a square number. It is literally a square number. A square number. And it is the number for manifesting in the physical world. So, as we prepare to manifest in the physical world, launch this meditation at 4:44 on New Year's Eve, 2023. Let's take a deep breath in. So we know that to manifest in the physical world, we must begin within, in the metaphysical world, meaning the world that is beyond this seen, beyond the physical. There is something in each of us that is more than the sum of our parts. We are more than the atoms of our body. There is an energy at the source of who we are that transcends our human self. It is a power presence that I know as love and feel as love, known by infinite number of names throughout the millennia. And whether you call it spirit, God, Jesus, the divine, Christ, the field, whatever that power is, whatever that source is, energy, whatever it is for you, I invite you to breathe in and recognize that you are one with that one, that we are part of this infinite stream of intelligence, that we are part of it just as the drop is in the ocean is the ocean. We are a part of this amazing life force, this amazing energy that is the creator. We have this ability to create using our mind, using our heart, and using our hands, our feet, our wisdom, our mind, our imagination. We celebrate and we acknowledge that these gifts have been given to us and we are here to use them for a mighty purpose. Take a deep breath in. We set this intention that as we set our goals, our intentions, our hopes, and our dreams for 2024, that we do so with an awareness that our actions impact everything. And so we set out on our journey of 2024 to serve, to be, to make sure that everything we create is for the highest good, not just for us personally, but the highest good of all. May we use our gifts, our talents for a high purpose. May we use them to bring love and joy not just into our life, but into the lives of others. May we use our gifts to heal as we are healed. And so we take a deep breath in and we open our minds, our hearts, our imaginations to what 2024 holds for us. And as you feel inspired, feel free to pick up that marker, pick up that pen, pick up that paper, and begin. Begin as we say thank you for where we are here and now, loving what is, loving who we are, loving where we are, loving it maybe not because it's exactly what we hoped it would be in the beginning of 2023, but loving it because it is where we are, loving it because it is our point of creation in this moment. We take a moment to feel gratitude and appreciation for all that we have and all that we are and all that we're becoming in this moment. Take a deep breath into that gratitude and love. here at this point of creation, we allow our imagination to guide us. We allow our heart, our wisdom, to lead from our pen to our paper, to begin to begin with ourselves, with that I am that is at the center of our creation. We own the power of that I am at the center of our creation. We allow ourselves to represent that I am in a way that is visible, tangible, and positive and loving. As we create ourselves at the center, let us create ourselves with love and appreciation for who we are on this journey of 2024. And as we expand from that I amness, from that identity of who we allow our imagination to flow into all the things that are important to us in the year ahead. And it might be those things are very specific and measurable and actionable. And it might be those things are more internal. They're more feelings of peace and joy and connection, feelings of balance and abundance and prosperity. And as you allow yourself to feel the feelings that you will take into this new year, allow your imagination to fill in the gaps of what it looks like. What does your joy look like in 2024? What does love look like? What does your abundance look like in this new year? What does your vitality, your energy, your zeal, your enthusiasm, how is it showing up in 2024? What does it look like in terms of relationships, in terms of your career, finances, business? What does it look like in terms of your environment, your home, your family, your friendships? What does it look like in terms of your joy, your recreation, your travel, your adventures? What do you see that fills you up? Allow yourself to bring marker to the page, to create an image, to have fun with it, to allow the joy of the creation, allow you to take your time so that you're not rushing through. Allow yourself to be in the feeling of it as you bring details and colors, as you play with it, just like a 5-year-old would play with their crayons. Play with your vision. Allow it to express onto the paper. Allow it to unfold without any judgment, simply because it is fun to create. It is fun to allow it to unfold. So move now into a time of doodling, and I'll contribute to my doodle here, and you can contribute to your vision doodle. For those of you who have joined us on YouTube, I thank you for being here. We've got you set off so that you know uh, where you're going in this year, to hold on to the possibilities of what you want and all the thoughts and the feelings and the actions that will align you so that you can create that, and to know that we're here for you to connect with you throughout the year to support you in bringing that vision to life. Here in our WhatsApp club, we're going to go into a few moments. I'm going to do 10 minutes of silence in our WhatsApp club, and then we're going to come together and do a process check and share some of the things that you're creating, some of the things you want to create in the new year so we can what up together. Again, the challenge, take a picture when you're done. share it with us. Thank you to all of you on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'd love to connect with you throughout the rest of the year.